Yo, what's up YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Doveton Live Cooking Show Teen Snack Series. I am Jarrod and today I am with Gene. What are we going to be doing today, Gene?
We're going to be talking about one of our favourite topics, which is chilies. And I love watching Jarrod eat chilies because he's the most insane chili eater I've ever seen. So we brought along a range of stuff to talk about. Where do you want to start, mate?
How about this?
Alright, well this is a chili sauce that's from Mexico. It's very nice. Now we tried this before, we're just going to try it again. We'll just politely put a bit in there. Now what do you think of that? Let's have a taste. Let's see what it tastes like. Go on, grab it. So what would you use that for?
I'm guessing for like chips or on a burger.
Yeah, that tends to be what I use this for. I put it on burgers, chips, anything else. So it's actually something you add onto something, so it's a condiment. I also brought this one here. We've got a couple of spoons there. And this one's sambal olik.
Which is...
Now, sambal olik is an Indonesian product, so it's got lots of chili in it. But it also has other ingredients, and you tend to stir it into things. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Do you want to give it a taste? So you might do a stir fry or a curry or something like this and add this in there. So what's this one tasting like?
Whoa. Yeah, that's strong. But not
It's
too
really
strong. Not too strong.
It's really acidy though, isn't it?
Yes.
It's got a lot of like a vinegar flavour. So that's for cooking with. That's pretty hot.
A little bit, yeah.
So, Jarrod, how often do you eat chilies? How many times in a day would you eat chilies or a week?
I eat them often, especially when my dad gets them. He brought like 4 chilies and 4 big chilies, and I ate 3 of them.
Raw?
He gave the 4th one to one of his mates, who just was rolling on the floor and my dad told him that I ate 3, and he's like, how do you eat 3 of them? And being me, ate the 4th one as well.
And it's alright to get them in your mouth, but how do they feel when you get in your stomach? Alright?
It doesn't affect me that bad.
Bad?
Okay. It affects me a little bit, mainly in the mouth, but that's it.
Cool.
This looks like... Oh, it's red sliced jalapeno peppers.
So,
I've actually had these before. These are good.
Now, usually jalapeno chilies are green, but I have someone who loves cooking with the red ones. These also have carrots in them, but that's fine. Go and see if you can get a chili out of these. These are really universal chilies because you can put them on things like burgers or
That I've done before?
fajitas, things like that.
Oh, crap.
Is that hot? Let's see how I go with this one.
Thank the man who ever made yogurt.
Why are we eating the yogurt?
Because it's actually helping.
Well,
It's a dairy
what is the
product.
best thing?
It's a dairy product, and like dairy helps, just like bread or milk.
But you never drink what?
Water, that just spreads it around. As my brothers never learn with it, they will drink 3 cups of water and think it'll make it better, but then they just roll on the floor, which is funny for me.
Well, it's why dairy product works too is because it coats the esophagus
the throat
and your
and the
mouth.
tongue.
Yeah, they're pretty fiery, those ones, aren't they?
Let's try a carrot. I like carrots.
Yeah.
Oh, the first time I ate chili was I was 5, and like my dad had these red thing, one of these, except it was red. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a carrot. Grabbed it, bit half of it off, and he found me on the floor rolling around in pain.
I've got to admit that is funny. I had the same sort of silly experience. My friend asked me whether I wanted we're buying pizzas, and he said, "Do you want a hot one?" And I thought he meant, "Do you want one that's hot in temperature?" So I said, "Of course I want one hot. Who wants cold pizza?" And the pizza came back up as so hot, and I've never tasted anything like it in my life. It was pretty cool.
Are you willing to eat the ghost pepper?
Now, I want to hear more about this ghost pepper because I didn't know much about this till we were talking about it the other day.
The ghost pepper is the world's hottest non-genetic pepper.
Right, so it's not genetically modified in
Like
any
the
way.
Carolina Reaper or the Scorpion.
Right. And have you had one?
No, but I'm willing to try one.
Do you know where you can get them?
No,
Do they have them in Australia at the moment?
I don't think so.
Right. So you might have to go to Mexico.
Mexico will get them from the black market.
I didn't know there was a black market in Chile, but that sounds cool.
Actually, yeah, there is. Well, mainly they're like one of these radiation ones that my friends told me about. Like maybe a bit of plutonium like burns like hell. You faint from a little bit.
Right. We'll see what happens to you in a few minutes when you try this. So, do you grow your own chilies at home?
I used to, so my dog decided to dig them up.
Did your dog like them?
Nope, I found my dog yelping.
Yes.
That was funny.
Now, why is that? Do you know why?
Because it's really hot and, like, chilies affect mammals, like, it's, tells them that not to eat them, but it doesn't affect birds for some reason.
The birds don't react to them, but what the important thing about the birds eating the chilies
is that they poop out the seeds, which spreads them all around the world, which
That's
helps
right.
for me because I actually like it.
And why? And do you know what happens in your brain when you eat chilies?
No.
Well,
No.
it's hot and it burns, and so your body creates a lot of endorphins in your brain, which make you feel really great. Which is why you like eating chili and why I like eating chili. We're starting to get that now. You've got that sort of little glazy eye thing going on. I can't see my eyes, they're probably glazing too, because we've been eating chilies for the last half an hour. What other chili shall we look at here?
Dark chocolate chili.
Have you had this before?
I've had dark chocolate, and I only had this morning.
So you've tried it.
Once, yeah.
Well, shall we try a bit of it and see what we think?
Yes.
A couple of blocks here. I'm not a lover of this,
I am.
but I'm going to give it another go.
Dark chocolate is strong, but no spice.
Yeah, it's just hot, isn't it?
Not for me. Actually, yes, a tiny, ever so slightly. Not that much, though.
Yeah, it's just got that tang to it.
Dark chocolate overpowers.
So let's have a look. So the thing with the a lot of these products are sort of basically chili, but this one here has a chili additive. We've also got some chili chips. So let's try these and see what these are like.
I eat these every day.
Do you? Now I've never had these before, so I'm hoping they're hot.
Only if you eat a lot of them. Because I've done it again. When I was like 8, I ate 3 packets of them and drank an entire 2 litres of milk.
So do you think these, chilies get hotter with age as the longer you grow them, or?
Yes, chilies do get like hotter with age, but not on chips. On chips, they just like make the chips stay.
They've got a bite after a while, haven't they? Bit of a bite. They're not super hot, but these are obviously mass-produced for most people to eat, unlike people like us. I think chilies sort of started to come about as something that human beings ate in about 7,000 years ago in South America, where they were first cultivating crops instead of just hunting and gathering. And they must have found chilies useful for something. Maybe they thought they were interesting for medical reasons.
Or mainly good for traps.
Well, yeah. The other thing is, imagine if you had some meat, right, and you put some chili on it.
It gives them a good flavour because it's used for a lot of spices.
But we also know that animals don't like chili, so it would have protected their food maybe. Maybe I've gone right out on a limb there with that idea. I have no idea.
Maybe. I accidentally fed my dog steak with a lot of chili in it, and 5 minutes later I find her yelping around the place. Which was
I've got that other thing that happens when you eat a lot of chilies at the moment. It's cleared my sinuses.
Why is chili hot anyway? I don't know why.
Well, in the chili, and I'll probably pronounce this wrong, there's an ingredient or a chemical that's called capsaicin. And what it is it's the part of the capsicum that makes it really hot or hotter, so the more of it there is, and it's the part that triggers those endorphins in your brain. But like we were talking about the other day, before, birds can't taste it. They can't.
It
Doesn't trigger an endorphin in their brain.
It.
Now,
Maybe some more carrots.
go for it. But I got one last challenge, which, hey, I'm not going to get involved in. This challenge here is, Jarrod is quite crazy with his chilies. These are homegrown chilies.
Oh, you know they made her house.
These come from my garden. All right, we grow our own chilies at home. These are a particular form that we like. They're an Asian form of chili. And Jarrod loves raw chili.
Thank you.
So I'll just say goodbye and let's enjoy watching Jarrod eat this chili.
Let's hope I don't die. Not bad.
It's not too hot.
Doing well. Of course I eat chili a lot, but I don't usually have them. Oh crap.
So it is hot.
Ah crap, take a while. Ah! Yeah, you're not getting this back. It's not helping. Where's the milk? I knew it was your going milk.
Well, it took me a long time to get something that was too hot for you. We went
That's only because I combined everything.
Yeah, okay. Alright, shall we say goodbye to the cooking show while Jarrod scoffs his amount of yogurt so that he can survive?
Yeah.